Hello everyone, welcome to my kitchen. I'm Velmore. Today I am going to be making a recipe from the Critical Role cookbook Exquisite Exandria. I am going to be making a waffle batter using beer and a homemade fruit syrup and whipped cream for the top. This is Malty Beer Waffles with orange honey browned butter syrup. Let's get started. I am going to start this by zesting an orange. Into that I'm going to add sugar, and I'm just going to rub these together and let them kind of combine. Next I'll add some flour, cornstarch, salt, baking powder, baking soda, and I'm just going to whisk that together. I am going to separate one egg and put the egg white into a bowl. I'm going to add a whole egg to that, and I'm going to whisk those together until they're frothy. To that, I'm now going to add some room temperature milk, an IPA, fresh orange juice, vanilla extract, and I'm going to whisk all that together until it's smooth. Now I'm going to whisk in some melted butter. I'm now going to pour the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients. And being careful not to overmix, I am just going to whisk it together until it's a batter. Now I am going to let that sit for 20 minutes. The recipe also calls for some toasted pecans, but I have walnuts, so I'm just going to toast those up. And while I let that batter set, I'm going to make my syrup, which I'm going to start with browning some butter. Which means I'm just going to let this cook for about 7 minutes until this starts to brown and smell nutty. And now that I'm starting to see the brown specks come out, I'm going to turn off the heat, add some orange marmalade, honey, and salt. And I am going to whisk that together until smooth. And just set it off to the side until it's ready to serve. And the final thing before making my waffles, I'm going to make some whipped cream, which will start with heavy cream, confectioner's sugar, and vanilla extract. Then I am going to whip it into stiff peaks. Now at about a cup at a time, I'm going to put the batter onto my waffle maker. I'm going to close that up, and that is going to cook for about 5 minutes. I found this to be wonderful. The waffle is light and airy, though I do not get as much of the malty flavor as I might have expected from the title. I think if you want it malty, you probably would have gone with a brown ale or something a little darker. In my opinion, the IPA leads more into the citrusy elements of everything else in this. But I think that's okay. I think that works really, really well. There's orange in every layer except the whipped cream, and it's not really overpowering. There's a little bit of sweetness from the honey and whipped cream, but mostly, like I said, it's orange. I hope you enjoyed. You can follow me on Instagram at Chef Velmore. I'll have the link in the description below. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and come on back next week for another recipe.